What's up, YouTube? What's up, Bama Nation? Welcome to Back in Bama. Back in Bama with Corey. All about Bama football news, updates, and more. Reporters caught up to Kalen Deboer at the Senior Bowl and had questions about why did he make a change of staff. And Kalen Deboer said it was about production, fundamentals, mindset, and execution. Guys, I'm not going to take up too much of your time as usual, but guys, they stopped to ask him questions. Alabama football will have a new O-line coach in 2026 after the Crimson Tide decided to move on from Chris Kapilovic. Alabama coach Kalen Deboer spoke with reporters Wednesday at the Senior Bowl to explain his decision. It's about production, Deboer said. We know we got to be better there. Mindset, execution. The details of the fundamentals the guys need. A lot of new faces are going to be in the room, so kind of a fresh start there. Kapilovic spent the last 2 seasons coaching the Crimson Tide's offensive line. He had been out on the road recruiting before Deboer made the decision to fire him. There's different avenues and directions I was still thinking about going, Deboer said. It just became apparent to me what direction I was probably looking to go as the week went on. To replace Kapilovic, Alabama is expected to hire Adrian Clem. Again, guys, no official word has come out from Alabama or Kalen Deboer just yet. A longtime offensive line coach in college football and NFL. Clem has coached everywhere from New England and the Pittsburgh Steelers to Oregon and UCLA. Clem will be tasked with helping revive a running game that sputtered throughout the 2025 season. He'll be working with a much different offensive line than Kapilovic. 6 of the 7 players who started for Alabama in 2025 have departed. Michael Carroll is the only returning starter. So, guys, what's your thoughts about Kalen Deboer just coming out and saying, hey, it's time to do things differently, and he's ready to do things differently, and about damn time. But should have taken 2 seasons to come up with a change, especially for the O-line coach. Of course, O-line coach will work in tandem with the offensive coordinator for sure because of the different schemes and protections and so on and so forth that's going to be needed for next season. But as of right now, Kalen Deboer said, hey, there's going to be a change. We already know there's only one returning starter, and that's Carroll. However, it's important to note that these guys have to be able to work together to get the job done. And as we said before in the previous video, run blocking better. Obviously, run blocking has to be improved tremendously in order to get those numbers up, especially yards per carry for the backs, as in the backfield for Alabama, but also pass protection, which was a problem in certain games. As a matter of fact, quite a few games there were issues where Ty Simpson just did not have enough time to scan the field and find an open man because he was on the run, running for his life. And so with the 2 quarterbacks that Alabama has now for next season, Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, QB1, QB2. As of right now, I think Austin Mack would probably be the guy since he was the number 2 behind Ty Simpson last season. But however, those guys could battle it out for QB1 and QB2 for the 2026 season. But guys, again, we just got to wait on the official word to come out in regard to Adrian Clem. Again, there were critics of him about his time spent in New England. I covered that in the last video. I'll make sure I put a link into that in this video for you to watch that video about how people felt about his coaching for that 1 season at New England. I'm not going to hold the guy hostage behind what he did at New England because I'm looking at his body of work with college athletes at Oregon, where he actually has been able to make an impact and really, really improve the blocking for that team while he was there. And I think Dan Lanning had nothing but good things to say about him when he brought him in to his staff. But guys, what's your thoughts about Kalen Deboer saying it's time to make changes? and give me a roll tide about damn time. And guys, you leave a comment, and as always, thanks for the pull up. And remember, back in Bama with Corey, all about Bama football. That came via AL.com. Until the next time. Subscribe to Back in Bama with Corey, all about Bama football. Turn on all notifications and hit that like button.